Let's go next to Eduardo from Brooklyn. Brooklyn, is that Brooklyn, New York, of course?
It is Brooklyn, New York. How are you
It's
doing,
not
David?
Brooklyn Center, Minneapolis, for example, Minnesota, rather.
Well, yeah, I hope not. I think I'm in the best part of New York, I believe.
Beautiful. All right. What's on your mind today?
I just wanted to run something by you, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Something I've been thinking about. I've been following a lot of the people recounting the votes and everything, and obviously nobody's found anything incriminating or whatever.
Mhm.
But do you think that maybe they're just looking for just a tiny little spark that would just like justify everything they're doing? And then
Yeah.
if they do find just like one irregularity, it will just be like a blitzkrieg of attacks on everything.
Yeah. And here's the problem. Even if they find nothing, they'll just say the fraud was hidden well enough so that we haven't yet uncovered it and we need to keep going. So I would even go further than you. If they find anything at all, then of course they will say we need to redo every election in every state. There's no question about that. But even if they find nothing, they will say we have reason to believe that there is still something to uncover. We need more time. We need more money. We need more ballots to review. They don't care. And this is the problem with conspiratorial thinking. If you find
Right.
evidence, it's evidence of the conspiracy. If you find no evidence, the evidence has been covered up and it's evidence of the conspiracy. Either way, they think the conspiracy is real.
It's the true definition of a catch-22, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Eduardo, I have to
yeah,
ask. You have the slightest accent. Where is that from? I love it.
Well, I'm originally from Rio in Brazil,
Ah,
but I grew up in the UK in London, and I moved to New York about 10 years ago.
that's interesting. There's the slightest British hint to your accent. It's really a perfect accent, I would say.
Well, that's where I learned English, actually.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I ask you another question?
No, please.
Which comes from my girlfriend, because we watch your show together, and she is fascinated by, we both fascinated by languages, and you always have like a very erudite take on sort of world global views.
Uh-oh.
And no, but she wanted to ask you. She can't be here, unfortunately, right now. But she wanted to ask you if you think that there is the way that the situation that people see in the U.S. Obviously, the U.S. is a proponent of a lot of like things that happen around the world. But
Mm-hmm.
do you think how other news translate the little nuances of what's happening in the U.S. In a way that sort of does it justice, or do you think that it's like they sort of put it in their own perspective
This is
in
a
its
great
own
question.
right?
I can only speak to this in terms of Argentina because I watch a lot of Argentinian news because I was born in Argentina and I see
Right.
how they cover things in the United States. It
Yeah,
I
same,
don't
same with Brazil. Yeah,
I would imagine so. I can't
yeah,
say that I can't say that the coverage I see of the US and Argentina is dishonest or inaccurate, but it definitely lacks context. So if your only exposure to what's happening in the US is Argentinian news reporting about the US, I think you definitely don't really understand what's going on because it lacks context. And it may be unreasonable to expect. I mean, listen, when we get American news about France, it lacks
right.
context. There's no doubt about it. It's not unique. But no, I think that a lot of people, if they mostly get their American news from local foreign media, they probably don't fully understand the context in which things are happening here.
But do you think that's in the grand scheme? Do you think that basically is detrimental to the worldview of America? Or do you think they sort of it makes it a little lighter for them to digest? With
I think if on balance, the coverage of the U.S. globally probably makes people's opinion of the U.S. worse, not better. That would be my guess.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Thanks, David. I
All
don't
right, my
want to take
friend.
more of your time, but all right, take care.
Appreciate the call. Thank you. Really, really great phone call. One of our sponsors is Vincero Watches, giving you 15% off. A high-quality wristwatch is the perfect way to elevate your style. Own at least one watch that makes you feel great when you put it on. You can often see me wearing my Vincero watch on the show. Mine is the gunmetal vessel model. I'm a big fan of the metallic look of the face of the watch. I like the silicone strap. You won't find a better made watch for this good a price anywhere else. When you put it on, you know you got more than you paid for. Vincero believes in crafting super quality watches from high-end materials, but selling them at fair prices, which is why they have over 26,000 five-star reviews, and they stand behind every watch they make with a 1-year return policy and 5-year warranty. They'll give you 15% off everything in their store and free shipping at davidpakman.com/watch. Use the coupon code PAKMAN